Thrasymachus withdrew, but his challenge remains. I want to know, why be just? Not for reputation, but in itself. If we had a ring that made us invisible, wouldn't we all act unjustly? Who would be so foolish as to remain just?
And poets and fathers everywhere praise justice not for itself, but for its rewards and the punishments that follow injustice. No one has truly defended justice as good in itself.
Then we must undertake a great task. We will look for justice as one might search for a lost object, but it's large, hard to see. So let us first look for justice in a city, then in a man. The larger letters may help us read the smaller.
Build a city in words?
Yes, the first and simplest city arises from need. We are not self-sufficient. One man farms, another builds, another weaves, another makes tools. Each does what suits his nature. They exchange what they produce.
A city of craftsmen. Simple, but sufficient.
But Glaucon here wants more than sufficiency. He wants a feverish city with relishes and perfumes and paintings and gold.
I never said.
The luxurious city expands. It needs more territory, more imports. It encounters neighbors who also want more. War follows.
Then we need guardians, soldiers.
Yes, and guardians must be fierce to enemies, gentle to friends, like well-bred dogs. But more than that, they must be philosophers. They must know who is truly friend and who truly enemy. They must have wisdom as well as courage.
Can such men be found?
They must be educated from childhood. Their souls must be shaped like metal in a forge. Education begins with stories, but the stories we tell children are dangerous. They shape their souls. We must examine the myths of Homer and Hesiod.
What could be wrong with Homer? He is the teacher of Greece.
He makes gods and heroes behave badly. Zeus overcome by lust. Achilles whining in his tent, saying he'd rather be a living serf than a dead hero. Children cannot distinguish the underlying truth from the surface story. We must censor these tales.
Censor Homer? The city's most revered poet?
For the young, yes. Later, they may study him fully. But first, we need different stories. Gods who are truly good, stable, simple. Heroes who endure suffering nobly, who fear slavery more than death, who master themselves rather than indulge their passions.
You would remake Greek education?
I would. Music and gymnastics for the body and soul. No complex harmonies that encourage softness. No instruments with many strings. Simple Dorian and Phrygian modes. Physical training to harden the body. No drunkenness, no overeating. The guardians must be temperate.
And what of their minds?
Mathematics. The study of number leads the soul upward, away from the changing world toward eternal truths. Then astronomy, harmonics, finally dialectic, the power to question and reason to first principles.
You've described the guardian's education, but who will rule? Who will be the guardians of the guardians themselves?
The best among them, those who love wisdom most, who can see the good itself. But they must be tested. Gold and silver must be tried in fire. We must observe them from childhood, through pleasures and pains, to see if they preserve their nature.
And the city itself? Its structure?
3 classes, like the 3 parts of the soul: producers, spirited auxiliaries, and rulers, each doing its own work, not meddling in others' affairs. This is justice in the city.
And in the individual?
The soul has three parts too: reason, spirit, and appetite. Reason seeks truth and should rule. Spirit, the source of anger and ambition, should assist reason. Appetite, the endless desires for food, sex, wealth, should obey. When reason rules with wisdom, spirit supports with courage, and appetite accepts limits with temperance, then the soul is just.
The unjust man, then?
His soul is divided. Appetite or spirit usurps reason's throne. He is at war with himself, enslaved to the worst part. Even if he appears successful, he is miserable in truth.